Legend of Zelda? Screw that! Legend of Link!
L to the I to the N to the K. Wears tights every day, don't give a damn what you say. Got bigger balls than even evil can evil, and he ain't gonna stop till the world is free of evil.
So recently I've reached 100 million subs on a little website called YouTube.com. This isn't just me flexing on all of you, cause that would be a little bit rude, don't you think? Well, it is a little bit of a flex. I mean, hey, 100,000 subs, that's a bit insane. Thank you. But after that happened, it got me thinking, what really led to this moment? What got me to do this thing that I genuinely really love doing? And that thing is Pivot Animator. It's a program where you could animate all these stick figures, and I wanted to find a place to post all of these animations. But after that, it was these two guys, Smosh, Ian and Anthony. They introduced me to this weird concept of being a YouTuber. Making videos with your buddies as a job? Huh, that's crazy, sign me up. And yeah, that kinda got me into wanting to make these videos myself with my friends. But hey, we don't talk about that. So if you don't know already, Smosh was a YouTube comedy duo starring Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla. They started off by doing a whole bunch of lip-sync videos back in 2005, and then they moved on to doing skits, songs, and whatever your little heart desires. Now everything's different. Anthony is doing his own thing on his own channel, and Ian is still on Smosh, but with a whole bunch of other people. That's the new Smosh, essentially. It's honestly not really my thing, but then again, I'm a 20-year-old man, so yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense. If I was 12 or 13 again, maybe I would have liked this, because when I was that age, I was a very big Smosh fan. I watched all of their second channel videos. I think it was called Ian is Bored. They had a series over there called Lunchtime with Smosh, where they would eat a whole bunch of food. They also had a series called Mealtime with Smosh. Essentially, they had a whole bunch of good times with Smosh. And obviously, I really loved all the main channel stuff. So many good songs, just bangers on top of bangers. You got the Legend of Zelda rap, Ultimate Assassin's Creed 3 song. Oh, and the skits, they're wonderful skits. I found them to be very funny. Every year I tuned in and I watched a new edition of Food Battle. It was the biggest, most anticipated YouTube event before Logan Paul and KSI decided they want to punch each other. So let us get together and remember some of the lovely times we've had with Smosh. Even if you didn't watch Smosh, hey, you can stay. It'll be a good, fun time, trust me. Also, this is very unrelated, but also exciting. Hey, I've released a very new, nice Christmas sweater. Oh my gosh, look at Mr. YouTuber wearing the sweater. Oh, he looks so cool. Don't you want to look as cool as Mr. YouTuber for Christmas? Anyways, go check it out. The link is crowdmade.com/pinely. Link is also in the description. Anyways, enjoy the video. Goodbye. Ian is Bored as a channel I feel like was very underrated at the time. Well, I don't know if it actually is. It is a second channel after all, so yeah. But some of the series they had going on over there were really nice and wholesome. It was just fun seeing two guys, two buddies hanging out together and chilling. You know, just seeing them open fan mail together, just going ahead and eating lunch side by side. It was just nice to see the real them, I guess. In their skits, they always play these very over-the-top kind of characters, so it was a pretty solid change. And both of them lived in the same house at the time, which sort of added to the nice, homely feel it had for me. Also, I really loved all their one-off videos they had, and I think this specific video was probably one of my favorite videos on YouTube at the time. It's called Friggin' Segway Polo World Cup. Now, if you don't know what Segway Polo is, it's a very intense, physically demanding sport where extreme athletes go and play polo, but instead of horses, they use segways, obviously. I think that they use horses in the original sport. I don't know. I was never too invested in polo. It always seemed like a bit of a boring, pretentious sport for rich people. Like, oh, polo. The gentleman's sport. Get off your high horse. But Segway Polo is just, God, that sport is way better. That's why Ian made a video where he goes to the event and pays his respects to it.
Would you say that Segway Polo is the greatest sport ever invented?
Yeah.
I really recommend you watch that video. It's pretty short, so I won't go that much into it. I actually liked it so much that in 8th grade I've made a whole presentation about Segway Polo. It was a very big success. They were talking about it nationwide. Honestly, this is just a part of what I really liked about Smosh. The lovely, stupid silliness of it all. It's just fun to see. But now, it's time to get into the real meat of Smosh. The main channel stuff.
Send me a letter or better, we can see each other in real life, just so you can feel me like a steel knife.
Smosh's skits from around 2012 were honestly pretty goddamn iconic. So many quotable moments and jokes, just funny, great stuff. They made like 1 billion Pokemon related videos, which was perfect for me because I really liked that stuff. The amount of pure energy you see in every skit is just explosive, and as a young fellow myself, I thought it was pretty sick. Also, every now and again they would use a slightly bad word like, I don't know, a boner, and that really would crack me up. I was like, that's pretty crazy. Boner? I'm 12. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that word, but I did, and it was sick. Also, I think Smosh was kind of like my first major introductions to over-the-top kind of nonsensical comedy, and to this day, when I go back to their content, I'm still very impressed by how creative it all is. Like, it just feels like these guys created their own world. Also, I think that back then they didn't really try to be that family-friendly. It's not like they were edgy or anything like that, not at all, but they just did what they thought is cool with not that many restrictions, and it really hit the spot. Here's a nice little clip from their very first If Movies Were Real video.
You throw down your camera and we won't hurt you.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that was a little bit dark. But the thing I was looking forward to the most back then must have been their fantastic food battle videos. Oh yes, my oh my. These videos were pretty sick, I tell you. So essentially every year, both Ian and Anthony would have their foods. Ian would always go with a donut, and Anthony would go for a different stick-shaped thing every year. And then afterwards, they would compete against each other and see which food can do more cool stuff. I think, like, maybe time travel or poison Ian's mom.
Thanks.
But then everything would get really out of hand. One of them would fucking die. I wouldn't like to be in the shoes of that person. And the other person becomes the victor. Oh my, the sweet taste of victory. Ah, it's so good. Anyways, here's how Food Battle 2010 ends.
I always knew your weakness was water. And dying.
And then you think it's over, right? I mean, Ian won Food Battle, he's the king. No, wrong. Because Anthony just goes out of the water, he's alive and well, and here's how he managed to do it.
I learned how to survive underwater by holding my breath.
All in all, Food Battle 2010 is probably the best one. Haha. Alright, next part, please.
So you can see the white of their eyes, bright with surprise once they finish spitting lies.
I think one of the truly best things about Old Smosh is just their truly iconic songs. I think that if you're around my age, even if you weren't a big Smosh fan, you must have heard one of their songs at one point because that stuff was pretty big back in 2012 and 2013. I mean, these videos have a lot of views, and it's probably how I found out about Smosh in the first place. I'm pretty sure one of my friends came up to me after a lesson and was like,
"Oh, Buster, I've heard you've been playing that new Assassin's Creed 3 game. Well, you sure should listen to this brand new Smosh joint. Really, pal, it's the thing everybody's talking about."
And I listened to it. And you know what? It was really sick. It's been 7 years, damn it, and I still remember most of the lyrics. How many fools can I kill today? Too many to count, don't get in my way. Aw, yes, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I thought that a pretty cool thing to do would be to go over some of Smosh's songs and rank the top 5 of them. And to do that, I've decided to bring in my friend, Mr. YouTuber, who really is not just me with a Hawaiian shirt and some cool glasses on, because no, that's just not the case.
Hello, Mr. Thane YouTuber Tano here. Also, before we start the top 5, I want to give an honorary mention to Boxman. He's a character that Smosh had, and he's a box and he raps. Number 5. It's the song at the end of the Segway Polo video.
This guy's getting tired of playing Segway Polo because standing on a Segway is very physically demanding.
Yeah, it's very funny, but doesn't really have a lot of structure to it. He just says words in a singy voice. So that's why it got number 5. Haha, okay. Number 4, Parents Suck. Oh, man, it's the ultimate rebellion song of the decade. In the video, you can see both Ian and Anthony escaping, going out of the house, you know, breaking all of the rules. And at first, they have a pretty good time.
Living on my own
But afterwards, it was not that great. Instead of cookies, they started eating glass for breakfast because, you know, they don't give a frick. I think we can all maybe learn a lesson from it. Or maybe not. Number 3. It's the Assassin's Creed 3 song. We talked about it earlier. It's, you know, it's a sick song. What can you say? It has a pretty cool rap bit at the end with George Washington.
You can't step up to me and my gang. Horse and carriage drive-by, bullet in the chain.
Number 2. Dixon, Cider. It's a very good song about ciders made in Dixon.
Grab your girl and have some dixon cider. And show her love with your dixon cider. And fill it full with lots of dixon cider.
It took me actually so long to understand that joke. I was just walking around the house singing Dixon Cider. And number 1. Are you ready for number 1? I sure hope I am. It's the L to the I to the N to the K. Haha, yes, you guessed it. The Legend of Zelda rap.
I think it's time I got some recognition, don't you think? Legend of Zelda? Legend of Link!
L to the I to the N to the K. Wears tights every day, don't give a damn what you say.
That song is honestly really sick. It's an absolute banger. And yeah, what else do you want? What else do you want in a song? If you disagree with any of my opinions, you can honestly feel free to shut up about it.
Thank you, buddy. So yeah, all in all, I really loved Smosh as a kid. I just think they will always be a pretty big inspiration for me. I watched a lot of their videos before making this one, and yeah, obviously they're not really tailored for me anymore, but I still can really appreciate what they were doing. I mean, all these videos are really creative. It just feels like what YouTube should really be about. Nowadays, both Smosh and Anthony have their own thing going on, and it's obviously different. It's changed. It's not what I grew up watching. But honestly, who cares about what I grew up watching? There's a whole new generation of people watching their stuff. I don't expect them to make the same kind of content they made back in 2010 or even 2012. That would be insane. You can rest assured Smosh is still doing very, very well. I mean, they're getting like 100 million views a month. That's quite a decent number. Also, recently I've watched an episode of this new game show they have going on called You Posted That, and it's pretty good. That thing was pretty fun. Either way, I just want to thank both Ian and Anthony for inspiring me as a kid. I have a lot of love for these two guys, and I truly wish them the best. Really, I just thought it would be nice to talk about something that I like, since this is sort of my 100k special. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, who knows. Now, as a little tribute to Smosh, I thought it would be fun to do another cool food battle. Hell yeah, Food Battle 2019. So Mr. YouTuber is going to be both Ian and Anthony, and he probably forgot to buy any of the food, so they will be added in special effects. Enjoy!
Anthony, I hate you. I'm going to destroy you with my pink frosted sprinkled donut. Hey, no, I don't want you to do that. I'm gonna use my donut as an RPG and destroy you. I despise you. Goodbye, Anthony. It's been a blast. Haha, that's right. When you weren't looking, I actually went in and I flipped your donut to the other side. So it would kill you instead of me. Oh well, that's a bit unfortunate. Goodbye, Anthony. Goodbye, Ian. Goodbye. Wow, Anthony, you just won Food Battle 2019. How does it feel? Pretty darn good. You can buy this hat at crowdmade.com/pinely. Thank you for watching the video.